Usually I make some color correction adjustments in the post for these videos, but the weather today is just so good. I don't think there's going to be any specific type of like color filter or color correction on this video. Should be interesting. Update. This morning I sent the first song of the next few releases up for publishing, for pitch, and for everything that hopefully allows me to be back on the grid. I would like to have my next songs, as well as my whole catalog, to be heard and to be listened to by a lot of people. Not because of its financial values, because believe me, if you know anything about the current state of music industry, you know that streaming doesn't mean a lot, specifically within my universe. And obviously it's sunny out, so I decided to go for a little bit of a walk and to check in with a local place that I've always been fascinated by. It is a rather old church. It's a Dominican church, and it is very interesting because it's gray and dark, yet it doesn't feel like a sad place, which I found to be a perfect environmental metaphor for the possible music video or the lyrics video of the song that I'm releasing in a couple of weeks. Speaking of which, Demons, which I'm assuming is what you're hearing now in the background of the video, is going to be released on August the 2nd. I think it's the first Friday in August, because of very strange ruling and algorithmic principles, if you want to call it that. Usually you need to release your song on a Friday to be, eligible for pitching into playlists and everything. And I wanted to have my logic is to have at least a 2-week delay between me submitting the file, like the audio file, the final audio Studio Master, to Spotify, to YouTube, to everywhere else. 2 weeks between then and the release date. That is one of the principal rules that I've always maintained for all of my main songs. The church I spoke of, which I didn't want to film for B-roll on this video for a number of reasons. I think it has a good vibe attached to it. Sadly, I was not able to find anyone inside, like anybody who was caretaking of the place, a priest or somebody who was responsible there. The door was open. I went in and I looked at everything around, but I wish there was somebody I could speak to in order to be able to finally, hopefully, I don't know, get if it's necessary, the permissions. Technically speaking, I believe churches are supposed to be like public spaces, I think, and if there's nobody around, there shouldn't really be any specific necessity for filming. I could be wrong, I don't know. So I thought, you know what, let's just do the correct thing, go and talk to somebody who's responsible there and see what you can do, what we can learn from all of this. I do have a plan B and a plan C, because I do want to create another video like experience surrounding this release, just like the previous couple releases that I have done. And I don't want this to be like a simple lyrics video. Since the previous song, I've learned so many new but more video techniques that could hopefully help me create a better visual experience, and to also promote the song possibly a tad better. My plan A is I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna find an email address or a telephone or something for the church and contact them by phone, set up a meeting, explain my case to them, and see if I can get in. If it's not possible, there are a couple more places that I would consider appropriate locations for what I have in mind. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, I think like probably 3 or 4 years ago, I talked about the story behind the song. But to make a very, very long story probably too short, Demons is the story of mental unease, of a type of sadness that you only feel and you can't show. It is a song about mental problems and discomforts and sadness and depression, and the message that I try to put in the song in this version has an extra verse that I felt like was appropriate to finish that story with. Was if you can do any kind of art, if you can do any specific kind of creative effort, you can very well hide your demons in them, crystallize them, make them permanent, and just very slowly move on from where you did the thing. The idea is that you can very easily bury your demons in your art, in any kind of creative endeavor, and just move on, hopefully onto greener pastures. That is the message I wanted to do with this song. I don't know if I've been able to do that. I feel like I've paid my dues. The song, I wrote this when I was mentally and physically and I was in a very bad place. This was at the heart of COVID. We were supposed to move into a new location, like into a new house. We were supposed to buy a new house. The purchase was not complete. It was a whole mess that I don't want to talk about. If you go back into like a few years ago, there's a video, I think it's called, I think it's called Insanity, which I talk about the concept of doing the same thing over and over again with the same methodology basically, and expecting to get a different result, which in our case was the whole COVID thing. But I don't want to get into that story. Hopefully that thing is behind us. And personally, I've never felt better before. I feel like this is probably the strongest version of myself that I've seen. So that's the gist of the video. I tried to find somebody to contact for the music video location, to no avail. I sent up the song for publishing this morning, and finally the song will be released, the new version of Demons, which is called Demons Ghost Town Tales because of labeling issues. It's going to be released on August the 2nd, the first Friday in August. I am going to put a link below. If you want, you can pre-save it. It would be super cool if you could listen to that song or any other songs. I know that it is super early. I probably will make a couple more videos about the song, music video, lyric video, something like that, promotional stuff. That's it. I hope you're having a great time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will be seeing you very soon. Stay safe, stay sane, and yeah, peace.